Hey guys, today's video is sponsored by Blue Ellie. I'll talk a little bit more about them in a minute, but first I want to show you a quick preview of the yummy lunches we'll be making in today's video. And if you like these lunch ideas, please subscribe. It really helps out my channel a lot and it means the world to me. Hey guys, welcome back to Bella Boo's Lunches. If you're new, welcome. Today we're gonna start by making Bella some chicken nuggets for her lunch. I am just adding some panko breadcrumbs, but you can use any breadcrumbs that you have, and do like a cup of breadcrumbs, a half of a cup of Parmesan cheese, a little bit of garlic powder, probably not that much. I don't know why I'm always really over excessive with it.
Some pepper, and then I'm gonna do some salt.
And then this, you're just going to kind of stir it together. Use a spoon, use your hands. I always think that your hands are your best tools, so use them. Okay, so we got our panko done. I also have some flour that I've just put onto here, and I'm also going to season my flour with just a little bit of salt and just a little bit of pepper as well.
And then we're gonna whisk it like a whisk-a-biscuit.
And then just kind of mix those together. And on this plate, we're gonna drop in
2 eggs.
2 eggs and whisk. So now we have our eggs all whisked together. We're gonna start cutting up our chicken. So you can choose how big of chicken nuggets you want, or if you want strips or whatever you want. We're just gonna do like, I don't know, chunks. Okay, so I'm really hoping that you can see what I'm doing here. So I'm basically going to start by taking a piece of chicken and dredging it into flour. And then I put it into my egg. And then into the panko breadcrumbs. And then set it off to the side. Okay, so I've grabbed my air frying tray out of my toaster oven. You can also pan fry these if you want to, or bake them in your oven. I just prefer to bake them in my air fryer or air fry them. I have them all on my tray, and you're not supposed to use this kind of spray on the things, but it's all I have right now because my other sprayer broke on me. But I did have one that you just kind of pumped and you could spray out your own oil. That's what I'd recommend. But I like to just coat them with a little bit of oil, that was loud, before throwing them into the air fryer. I don't know, I find that it gives them like an extra little crisp up. So anyway, I'm gonna go throw these into my air fryer and we're gonna start packing the rest of our lunch. I am going to use these paper, what are they called? Cupcake liners, whatever they are, just to line the bottom, just because I think it looks cute, no other reason. Now this is a Blue Ellie container as well. They've sent me multiple, and so I am actually using a divider from this box and divider from another box as well. Okay, and then in here I'm gonna put this little container because I'm gonna put some ketchup in there for her. So that's my explanation on this situation. And then we have the food jar here that we're gonna put the nugs in a minute. But first I want to thank our amazing sponsor, Blue Ellie. Blue Ellie has created this awesome food jar. Keeps your food warm for 12 hours, cold for 24 hours. It has this ceramic layer on the inside, which makes it impeccably easy to keep clean. And then it has this anti-skid silicone rubber ring around the top of the lid, which makes it a lot easier to open and close, especially now when we're sending, you know, food to school with your kids. You don't want them to have to raise their hand and ask somebody to open their lunch for them. The least amount of people touching your kids' food, the better. It also has this awesome spoon that I totally am just digging because it swivels to open and then you can just pop it right out. Your kids won't think that you forgot to pack them a spoon because it's right here. And it's all just, I love how they just package everything so smart. So thank you so much, Blue Ellie, for sponsoring this video. I do have a discount code and a direct link to purchase in my description, so go and check that out. Grab yourself all 3 of them. They have 3 colors, blue, pink, and green. Okay, let's get on to the lunches. We're gonna make some pickle roll-ups, and I am going old school college style. This is how I used to do it in college. So I would buy this ham, and then I have cream cheese here, and then my pickles. I always make sure to dry my pickles on a napkin prior to making it, and then we're just gonna put cream cheese on the ham, roll the pickle up in there, and she's gonna have pickle roll-ups. We finally can actually start packing her lunch after all of that prep. So I'm going to throw down here a bunch of little tomatoes. Over here, I'm going to put these pickle roll-ups. Oh my gosh, these pickle roll-ups are so good. Up here, we're going to do some ketchup. And then over here, we're going to do some cheese. Look at it, it's like a little bite-sized lunch. It seriously is a bite-sized lunch today. Okay, and then we're gonna throw our chicken nugs in here. So I got the chicken nuggets all in here. I will just say they cook perfectly in my air fryer. I know when they're done, when they start looking toasty like this. I'm not exactly sure how long they were in there for. I seriously just watch them like a hawk until they're done. And then I did check the temp on them to make sure they had reached 165. Here's Bella's lunch today. Let's decorate it quick. She's getting some pickle roll-ups, which is just ham, cream cheese, and a pickle. Some cheddar cheese cubes. I think this is Colby Jack. Ketchup, because she dips her chicken into ketchup. I know. Are you a ketchup? Or are you a butterscotch fan? I was just, no. Barbecue fan? What do you dip your nugs in? Do you dip them in ranch, blue cheese? I do barbecue sauce. Bella does ketchup. I don't know where she gets it. Anyway, some tomatoes back here. And there's those chicken nuggets. Anyway, here is Bella's lunch. We'll see what she eats.
Alright, lunch Bella's, how'd I do?
Oh, okay.
I was out for a long time.
How were they?
It was really good.
Oh my gosh, I know. Great. Lunch or what?
Looks like there's more right in there.
Oh yeah, it does.
Swimming in the ketchup.
All right, good job. You guys, those nugs, you gotta try them. I promise you that is like a tried and true recipe. And you can't mess it up. You really can't. Yeah, anyway. All right, good job, Bella. Thanks. Today's lunch is taco soup, and it is fully loaded. If you know anything about me, I love a loaded anything. Loaded Bloody Mary, loaded baked potato, and now loaded taco soup. Yes, please. It's seriously so good. You have to add this to your like rotation of meals to make for your family because it is seriously that good. Also, quick disclaimer, this has to be a voiceover because I was trying to catch up on Big Brother and I was to the second eviction. And can I just say, was Julie Chen not a little bit rough with that person? I kind of felt bad. I'm not going to give out any spoilers, but when did Julie Chen get so feisty? Anyway, moving on to the actual reason we're here, the taco soup. So here's what I did. To start, you're going to start with a pan with hot oil in it. I just use olive oil, and you're going to add in 1 onion. I did about a half of a cup of onion and a half of a cup of green bell pepper, and then a tablespoon of garlic. Now, if you don't already have taco meat in your freezer, add in a pound of beef at this point too. Once you have everything softened, and if you added your meat is fully cooked through, at this point, you're going to add in taco seasoning. Now, I already had my taco meat made up ahead of time, so I just threw my taco meat into my pan. As you can see, it was still a little bit frozen, and there's black beans in mine. What? Okay, I add black beans to my taco meat all the time because I feel that it is kind of like a filler. Also, black beans are great for you, so I just do it to make my meat go a little bit further. So there's my disclaimer with the black beans. Once you have all this mixed together, you're going to add in 1 can of Rotel. I didn't have Rotel in my cupboard, so I just used a can of crushed tomatoes, or maybe they were even just diced tomatoes, and a little bit of green chilies. I did about a half of a can of green chilies in there. That's basically all Rotel is anyways. And mixed that all through until it was kind of heated up. That way the flavors were kind of coming out a little bit more. And then you add in 1 package of cream cheese. Yeah, can you even believe that? An entire package of cream cheese? You could stop at this point, maybe add in some cheddar cheese, and you have yourself a delicious dip. But we're not stopping here. We're going to add in 1 can of beef broth. Now, just a quick little side note, before you add in that beef broth, make sure your cream cheese is fully melted. It will be fine if it's not, but if you let it fully melt, you won't get those little white specks in your soup at the very end. Just a little tip from Amy. Once you have your beef broth stirred in there, you're done. Taco soup is done, and it is now time to add our toppings and load this baby up. We're going to start by packing her the sides that can go with the soup. So we got some sour cream down there. I'm going to throw some cilantro into here, as well as a couple limes. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a fun lunch. Got some black olives that will pop into here. Some tomatoes that can go down here. All right, here is Bella's lunch today. She is getting the taco soup, some shredded cheddar cheese, sliced avocados, tomatoes, black olives, lime, cilantro, and sour cream there in the back. Now, to be completely honest, this soup tastes amazing on its own. You can totally just omit this entire box and just send the soup. It is seriously that good. Or if you want to make it a little bit more fun, then send all these fun toppings to throw into the soup as well. So anyway, here's Bella's lunch today. Oh, and also make this for your dinner. This would be a really yummy dinner. So definitely a lot of these recipes I'm doing this week are dinner recipes. We're just making them into lunch recipes. And then for leftovers, we're having them for dinner. But you could do it the opposite. Make it for dinner, leftovers for lunch. Anyway, we'll see what she eats.
Alright, Bella, how'd I do? Now this was very filling.
Yeah, this is good. Now, Bella ended up, clearly, she added all of her sides into it. I only added, what did I add? Avocado, a little bit of cheese. I ended up adding some tortilla chips to mine.
Oh, yeah.
Did you?
No.
Oh.
I ate it too fast. I ate my avocado, and if you can't tell, the lime thing is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, you ate the entire lime? I cut them pretty thin, and a lot of times people eat the zest anyway, so there wasn't much of the white.
I just put it in, I stored it up, and I chewed it once. I got chewed it again, and I ate the third time. I just ate it.
Oh, that's a pretty gross story. Today, Bella is getting grilled cheese and tomato soup. I did make the tomato soup homemade, but it took me so long to make it that I'm just gonna leave the recipe out of the video. But don't worry, if you absolutely want that recipe, I will make it its own short little video for you. Okay, so I do like 1.5 slices per grilled cheese. Now, I'm going to try something because I don't know where I saw it. If I was watching somebody or if it was on Facebook or maybe my family member told me. How do you make grilled cheese? Like some people, and I've been known to do this in the past, like toast both sides of the bread. I found Bella doesn't care, so it's not worth it. But I always use butter. I want to know, are you a butter person or a mayo person? Because I am also going to try the mayo version today. So here are my 2 grilled cheese. This one I did with mayo. This one I did with butter. And honestly, they both look really good. This one actually looks like almost more restaurant style. So I liked this one better. Bella likes this one better. But we both agree that,
both pretty good.
Yeah, no matter which one you give me, I'm going to like both. To go along with her grilled cheese, just because this is like such of a like old school yummy lunch, I'm going to give her some ants on a log.
Are you drooling? That's what they do in Oasis peanut butter on that.
They do?
Yeah, they do. The freezer one. Well, I wouldn't know, because I ate smart on mine whole, like a duck.
Alright, it's not ants on the log unless you put ants on the log. Alright, I put some ketchup into there. And now we're going to cut up her grilled cheese. Okay, we're going to put in our stickity sticks. So, okay, here is my advice if you're packing this particular lunch. Put these in a food jar if you have an extra food jar. Or grab 2 so that you always have an extra. You could even put peanut butter in here and then pop it right on top. That way it doesn't stick to the top of the lid or the bottom of the lid. This is going to have a lid, so we're not going to be worried about the ketchup. Cover it with extra napkins. So scrunch up some napkins that will hold these into place so they don't go everywhere. I get a lot of questions about how do you keep everything good by the time the lunch. That's what I would do. And then for this, you could also put these in foil if you wanted to. Wrap them up, kind of keep the heat in there a little bit, and then have your soup on the side. So let me go grab my soup really quick.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but don't forget to leave a like, comment, hit that notification bell so whenever Amy and Bella post, you will get notified. And try to get 200 likes and 200 comments. Bye!
Here's the finished product. Look what I did up here. This is seriously like a little teaspoon, not even probably a teaspoon, of milk that I just put on the very top. I tried to do a swirl and I failed. Anyway, so she's getting the homemade ridiculousness of tomato soup. Holy smokes, it smells so good. I'm kind of excited to eat it. In here, also if you're packing a lunch, put a little bit of hot water in here, put the lid on it for about 15 minutes while you're reheating your soup, and then put your soup into here, and it will help keep the food nice and warm until your child opens it at lunchtime. Then up here we got some grilled steak, grilled cheese sticks. That'd be really good if I made steak. I didn't though. And then some peanut butter, ants on a log, celery sticks, whatever, and then a little bit of ketchup. So she has options for dipping her grilled cheese. So here's her lunch. We'll see what she eats. I found the lid. We can use a lid. Well, they weren't lost. I just remembered. Bella's homeschooled, so we haven't even started homeschooling yet. So she just eats at home. But anyway, all right, Bella, how'd you do?
Oh. I think I did pretty good.
Did I almost hit you in the head with the lid?
Yes, you did. It scared me.
All right, that soup. Okay, I filled it really high, so of course there's still a lot left. But that soup, first of all, amazing. And honestly, I would blend it longer. It still was a little bit, I wouldn't say chunky, like not really gritty. I don't know. It could be blended a little bit longer.
It had a little bit of a crunch.
It had a little bit of a crunch.
I'm trying to say what you were going to say. It didn't really work out. The fog's going for a dip.
Oh yeah, he is. And the grilled cheese, you guys, I might have to start doing the mayos.
I didn't tell which one it was, but they were both pretty good.
Yeah, they were both good. Anyway, good job, Bella. I'm sorry, I was using the wrong phone to record because you guys know I record using my phone. I was using my old phone. So the only thing that you missed was me mixing together cream cheese, green chilies, and black olives. That's it. Those 3 ingredients you get mixed together. I didn't measure. I just go until it's all just kind of mixed. I think I have a video on making these. I'll link it up there if I do. But anyway, all you're going to do is roll these up. We are having Velveeta Shells and cheese today. And that is right here. My water's already boiling. So I'm going to have Bella go dump these in and get that started for us. And then in the meantime, I'm going to slice this bad boy up. We are going to pack Bella's lunch today. I'm going to use a blue divider in her pink box. Look at me being a rebel. And then I have these little dividers here. So I think over here we're going to do some of these tortilla roll-ups. I just got super dirty just reaching for that. What the heck? And while you weren't looking, I went and made a couple of these pickled roll-ups because they were such a hit the other day. What I started doing is I keep my pineapple juice. What the heck is this? How come words are seriously so hard for me? I keep my peanut butter into a Ziploc. We're doing more of these roll-up things. What are they called? Ants on a log.
I was gonna say
Oh my gosh.
English #1.
I don't know what my deal is lately. Seriously, my brain, I think, you know what it is? Summer's over.
Yeah.
School has to start.
And you're gonna be a teacher.
I have so much on my brain. So right here, we're going to do some Yogi yogurt.
Yogi Bear, I'm a Yogi Bear.
Hey, did you ever figure out what color Yogi Bear was?
He's green.
He's not green.
He has weird colored eyes. Yes, he is.
Yogi Bear?
Yogi Bear.
He might have like a green tie. Does he have a friend named Boo Boo?
No, he has no friends.
Okay, then you're not talking about the same thing.
Oh.
Yogi Bear. And he has his friend and he says, "Hey there, Boo Boo."
What are you talking about?
I can't believe I just did that. It's so embarrassing. Hey there, Boo Boo. I kind of sound like Barack Obama, I feel like.
Oh my gosh, that girl that did that channel about us, the most funniest moments that she thinks.
Yeah.
This is gonna be one of them.
I don't even know if she watches anymore. Here is Bella's lunch today.
Good pitch.
I'm really surprised that I've never became a singer.
I can see why you couldn't.
Rude. Okay, she's getting macaroni and cheese, some tortilla
Tortillas.
roll-ups, some ants on a log, or celery and peanut butter, some pickles, ham, and cream cheese roll-up, and then some Yogi yogurt.
Yogi Boy, two things. Yogi Bear yogurt,
Yeah,
and these things are so popular at school.
at their school.
Yeah, their school in college.
Like they have their
at
own
food
school.
college.
All right, you guys, here is her lunch today. We'll see what she eats.
All right, Lunch Bellas, how'd I do?
I didn't hit you this time, did I?
You didn't.
Good job, Bella.
Thanks. I was really hungry.
Yeah, all right. And that's it for a week of lunches. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you in our next video.
And don't forget what the cat said.